Listen, so I'm trying to get a little bit better about giving you some announcements and things that are relevant to what's going on. So here we are on December the 1st, 2011, and I want to talk to you about a few things that are really on my mind. Um, First off, I would say that I'm really excited. There are a lot of new church plants being added right now, and in genuineness, it really has nothing to do with Dale or myself pursuing people as much as people are wanting to come and be a part of our family, which is like totally exciting. So today we are going to Fort Worth, Texas to do a church planting assessment there, which we will tell you more about in the future. And we're excited about it. I've also been working on the conference in January a great deal. I'm working through the schedule. Hopefully I'll have that schedule made public by next weekend. I just am waiting for the last couple of people to confirm that have been invited to speak to us. Now, the conference, again, to remind you, is Friday night, January 20th, all day the 21st, which is a Saturday, and ending Sunday afternoon after the morning service in Ybor City, Florida, which is just outside of Tampa at Cigar City. And it's going to be at Ecclesia's new location, which is a space called the Roosevelt, which is downtown. And I'll be having flyers and promotional materials coming out here on Facebook in just the next couple of weeks. Again, so pay attention to that. The conference is free. I have rented 3 houses that I'm subletting rooms out for people who need spaces to sleep. But I am almost full with that. So if you're planning on coming, you're going to want to make your decision. I also have our friend Dan has put together a nice spreadsheet on all the hotels in the area. If you would like a copy of that so you can make a better decision on booking a room, then please go ahead and do that. Again, January 20 through 22. So while I'm thinking about it, one of my it's a frustration to me, but I'm not sure how to actually fix it, is I'm really trying to do new things with Anchor Mission in the sense that this is not a movement about a king or a leader. It's not for me or Dale to fix all the problems and make everything perfect and happy. But really what we want to do is learn from each other. We want for the churches to interact with each other and to share what they have gained in knowledge and wisdom and experience and encouragement. And that has been extremely difficult. And we're going to talk a lot about this at the conference in January. But how can we interact with each other in a better way? We have the Facebook page, I Am an Anchor Pastor, which virtually no one uses, and there's really great information on there. I think that's a vital place where we can communicate and share. So I have been asking certain pastors, and now I'm asking all of you, please share stories of what's happening in your ministry. Dan shared a great story with me of a girl's conversion and return to Christ after really dealing with some lies that she heard through the church. And it was a great story, and it was very encouraging to me. So I wanted him to share that story with other people. Even a simple thing like Josh out in Missouri sent me a photograph of of people meeting, and it was cool because I haven't been out there in a long time, so it was the first time they got to see their little congregation, which really isn't that little, and it was incredibly encouraging to me to be a part of that. And so that is meaningful, and that is how we move forward in connecting together. So please, all of you pastors, use the Facebook, communicate, share your stories, and encourage one another. You don't need permission to be engaged in each other's lives. I'm making my rounds about to all of our mothers and fathers of the Anchor Mission, again, and reminding them that they don't need permission to engage us. We want to learn. We want to be inspired. And so let's all reach out to each other, and let's try to attempt to build something bigger than ourselves here. Now, with that being said, I released a letter on Anchor Mission a couple of months ago about an awesome opportunity. I was flown to Hilton Head, South Carolina, to meet with a pastor there, a Presbyterian minister named Chris Bennett, who is just a really awesome guy. We spent 3 or 4 days together just talking about faith and talking about all kinds of things. You know, he has 2 master's degrees from Princeton School of Theology. He is working on a PhD at the moment. He's a really fascinating guy, and he really digs the Anchor. Like, he really loves what we're doing, and he is inspired by the work that we've been doing. And so he is putting together academic papers talking about the work and the life of Anchor Mission. And those papers will be read. It may become a book one day, discussing sort of the model that Anchor Mission has been laying out. And as I explained to Chris in these lengthy meetings, the story is not about Josh Stump. The story is about the churches. The story is about all of the young men and women who are on the front lines in urban environments, in rural environments, like dealing with real life issues. So he is working on the theme of disenfranchisement. Every single person in the Anchor, every single leader in the Anchor has experienced being rejected, and being rejected by the title of Christianity or by the authorities of a religious class of leaders. We have to share that story. We can't change the church if we don't share our stories. We can't change the church if we don't inject our ideas of how things can be different. And so we have this open opportunity to basically write a book, to write a curriculum, or to share our thoughts of what does it mean to be rejected by the church. How do we recover from that? How do we embrace healing? And what steps is the Anchor Mission doing to prevent such abuses in the future? I hear all the time from various people within the Anchor community a frustration that their voices are not heard or that everyone rejects them. And I'm giving you this beautiful opportunity. Please engage. So pastors, if you're hearing this, share it with your congregations. It is for every single person in your church. Anyone can participate. So here's what we are looking for. We are looking for stories. We are looking for videos, testimony. We are looking for artwork. We are looking for any media, means of communication. You can write a haiku. It's fine. But express the story of rejection and how we're going to fix that for the next generation. And we want, Ryan Adams with Anchor School of Ministry has been brilliant at taking the front lead on this for me because I am overworked. And at the moment, he is collecting all of these entries. Sad to say, only a few entries have even come in. And so what you want to do is contact Ryan Adams at asm@theanchorfellowship.com. That's his email address, asm for Anchor School of Ministry, asm@theanchorfellowship.com in Nashville. And submit whatever you want to submit to him in the area of disenfranchisement, the story, the experience, the solution. Send those emails to him. He is putting all that information together for Chris Bennett. Now, Chris Bennett, who's doing the research, is going to come to the Anchor Mission conference. He's paying his own way. He's coming voluntarily because he wants to meet with you. He wants to meet you and connect with you and know your story. He wants to hear how all these interesting church plants have developed. So he is coming and he will be there. And there will probably also be a video opportunity to take some video interviews. But we want you to bring stuff with you, art. We want you to bring anything that tells the story of your experience or people in your church's experience. Long term, this could really turn out to be a really incredible opportunity for Anchor Mission as the story of our movement begins to get out there and we begin to inspire other churches and other people who are called to do a similar ministry. We are in a new reformation. We are redefining what church is and how it operates. and not by a cheesy gimmick, but through sincerity and through honesty. And I want you all to participate in that. That's going to be an amazing thing. Now, one last announcement that I want to hit on. The Anchor School of Ministry is not just for people in Nashville. It really is a ground level discipleship building, developing school. So, pastors, think about the guys and girls in your church that are starting to really answer the call that God has given them in their life, but they need some more direct, hands-on discipleship. The Anchor School of Ministry is a difficult course, but it is a good course for developing character in some of your young people, and we will send them back to you in much better shape than they were sent to us. So Ryan is taking applications now for the new semester that will last from January until the beginning of April. And we had a meeting yesterday about the teachers and the curriculum, and it is looking like it's going to be a really in-depth school. So please let people know in your church that Anchor Ministry School is out here, that it is an option. Okay? Also, you guys be praying for me. My family will be spending 2.5 weeks in Bend, Oregon, all through Christmas and New Year's, as we actually have a couple other families coming out to join us as we are praying about a relocation to Bend, Oregon. And that's in Central Oregon in the high desert. It's kind of in the middle of nothing, but it's a really fantastic city. And I'm going to share in the future, specifically in January, if everything moves forward, the big picture and what this means for Anchor Mission, some of the opportunities that we may have there. So stay tuned for that. But would you please pray for the Stump family? Please pray for each of us that we would have a keen sense of discernment as we move through this time, and we will do exactly what God instructs us to do. Okay, we love you guys. I want to be hearing from all of you. Right now, we have over 16 ministries connected to Anchor Mission. We are working on a new website as well, which hopefully will be launched by the conference. So we're very busy. You stay busy too. Reach out, connect with us. We love you all. Think of someone that you haven't seen in a while and contact them and tell them that they are loved and appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. Bye now.